Hey, how are you? This is Virtuous Teacher, and I am your host, Ritchie Knox. All right, welcome, and I got a little treat for everyone. Today, we'll be doing something a little different. Typically, I like to talk and have open dialogue, but I've been noticing that the channel has been growing, and I'm noticing the level of love and comments and stuff like that are coming through. And I would have just went through and responded and things like that, but I thought it would be kind of cool to do something a little bit more interactive so you can actually see my response as I look at your comment. All right, so we're just doing comments only. We're going to do a live reading. It's not really live because I'm not going to do this live, but you get what I'm saying. I'm going to look at the comments on screen and allow you to see me react to everything. And we're going to jump right in. I'm going to start with my YouTube. And if you don't know, I have channels with regards to YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So those are the three platforms that I'll be using. But for those people that's new to what we're doing here, Virtuous Teacher is just a space where teachers can connect. And of course, my goal is to raise awareness about all the things that we do and go through, because a lot of people don't really know what it's like to be a teacher, because most teachers don't really do, what this is, or what I'm doing right now, which is give you an in-depth look. But without further ado, first off, Virtuous Teacher, check it out on YouTube, podcast, TikTok, Instagram. And I went straight to the comment section. I'm going to read these things. I don't know what I'm in for. Disclaimer, it could be some bad words in here, some disrespect. I don't know. You know how comment sections are. But I'm going to take it all with a grain of salt and just have some fun with this. Here we go. All right, so let's start off with the very first comment. First off, shout out to Angel Dip. You're the first person to leave a comment on any of my channels. So if this thing goes on to be something big, you are a part of my history. I appreciate you. All right. The students know where they stand with you at all times. They know what to expect, and that lends to a sense of security, calm, and even confidence, which are great elements when it comes to learning and growing. Chef's kiss. Your smile is power. I just love people like Angel. Thank you, Angel. People like you make my day. Does that sound corny? I feel like it does. I feel like it makes. I feel like it sounds kind of corny. People like you, and I didn't even spell it right. Like you, I'm an art teacher, by the way. That's why I don't know what I'm doing. All right, thank you, Angel. People like you make my day. Reply, and I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Such a sweet person, man. It's so difficult to find people like you, Angel, who take time out of your day to lift someone else up. It is so common for people to just tear people down. I don't know where that comes from, as far as just, I'm going to tear someone down. I'm going to be negative for the sake of being. I don't know where that comes from. We're going to see some of that in this episode or video, what have you. But it just really grinds my gears, if that makes any sense. Okay, so Angel with a second comment on how to command respect from your students, episode 7. This is so important, always has been, but now more than ever. Absolutely. I'm just going to actually type what I'm saying, because that's my true and genuine response. Absolutely. Respect is everything in the classroom. I'm going to post this on my podcast too. So I guess I have to do a lot of reading, because if you're not looking at my YouTube, then obviously you're not able to see what I'm seeing. So I do have to do a lot more commentary. All right, this is the episode, Establish the Internal Culture of Your Classroom. I really like your vibe and tips so far, but these shorts get cut off and don't continue. So it seems usually the lesson or tip is lost. All right, so Angel, what I do is let me type what I'm going to say. Thanks, Angel. Thanks, Angel. What I do is take clips from the full episodes. So if you would like to hear the full lesson, simply watch the full episodes. I should put watch or listen, just in case you want to check out my podcast. Hey, I need everyone watching this video to do me the smallest of favors. I would love if you could go to wherever you listen to your podcast, search Virtuous Teacher, and please leave a 5-star rating if you think that I deserve it. And if I'm not mistaken, you can find it by either putting in Virtuous Teacher or the Virtuous Teacher Podcast. It might be the Virtuous Teacher Podcast if you're looking that way, because the podcast is so small, it probably won't populate by just typing in, a part of the title. But all right, thanks, Angel. What I do is take clips from the full episode. So if you would like to hear the full lesson, simply watch or listen to the full episode. First off, I want to give another thanks to Angel. She is by herself creating a vibe around the channel, and these are the kind of people that just make everything worth doing, because you know you're going to have support. What Angel probably doesn't realize is that she's just supporting me. She probably is just genuinely interested in talking and having conversation, but what she's doing is she's supporting and she's giving me life when it comes to this particular endeavor. So for that, I say thank you. Okay. Why aren't teachers paid more? That is the video. And it's Angel. Is there an example of another country whose school system is ideal, or at least much more effective than ours? Amazing question, by the way, Angel. Thank you. In terms of satisfactory compensation for the teachers and true success of the students, where on earth are they getting it right and how? That's a great question. I'm talking, but I'm going to write what I'm actually talking. That's a great question. And I can't, I'm not good at typing. That's a great question. Does anyone know the answer to this question? My best guess is where are teachers happy and kids successful? I'm gonna go with a crazy answer. Maybe China. I'm gonna say that because their school system is thriving, and I haven't heard of any financial turbulence. I don't know why I said a word I can't spell. Turbulence there. Either. I'll go either. All right, thank you, spell check, because I definitely went above my what did he call it? All right, let's read it back. That's a great question. Does anyone know the answer to this question? I add a period. I'm going to add a question mark because I actually know that. My best guess is China. The school system is thriving, and I haven't heard of any financial turbulence amongst teachers. I'm going to go with that. All right, thank you, Angel. Great question. And I'm going to throw in some likes on that because that's my new thing. All right, so the next one is how to handle sexual harassment in the workplace. That is the video title. And my good friend Angel says, I like to remember that it's always completely acceptable to say no, especially when it comes to personal and professional boundaries. It's never rude to say no to physical touch, especially at work or in a professional environment. If you do feel rude or uncomfortable saying no, it can be a great way to build your boundaries, but you might also get out of it by saying that you just aren't a hugger, right? Or offer a fist bump right away when they ask for or go for a hug. I have to agree. Poor you. It's so uncomfortable when this happens, and many people don't realize sexual harassment by women happens to men a lot more than we think. Great point, Angel. And you took the words right out of my mouth. I think I even said that in the video. It's just like a lot of people are unaware of, the sexual harassment that men go through in the workplace. It's a real thing. Great point, Angel. And you know what? I like the fist bump idea. I like the fist bump concept or idea because you know what? That's pretty much what it has to be. But in my situation, I think I made the mistake by talking to the woman more than I should have, because initially it kind of came across as just friendship. I did not think that she had like alternative motives. And I think that's what really threw me off, is that she was, in my space talking with me for reasons that I didn't understand initially. And I think that's what ultimately happened. All right, here we go. Focus on the dream, not the obstacle. This is one of my favorite shorts. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Yes, another gem here. Beat the drum of positive aspect versus negative. Whichever drum you are playing will determine the tone, the rhythm, and the content of your experience. A negative drum beats a negative rhythm, and a positive one, a positive rhythm. Something so simple yet for most hasn't been taught in practice. Most of us are actually addicted to negative emotion and self-talk, but practice makes perfect. So I pound a positive drum and I bring harmonious and joyful music to the table wherever I go, as well as attracting more positive experiences and people. That's how I ended up on this channel. I love this lady. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I love you. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, but if you watch the video, you'll see it. I love this. Is that fair? I love this. And your positivity is contagious. I have to say that because you know what? This is a loaded point I'm about to make, and I'm going to try to make it concise. I am so used to dealing with negative badgering and negative people, especially in the internet space. So I knew initially, like the minute that Angel, I read her comment, I said, this person is positive. And it's not hard to figure out if a person is positive or negative. It's real simple. What do they project? This woman is projecting so much positivity and confidence into me that it can't be quantified. And when she breaks down her philosophy, it makes all the sense in the world. It's like, this is why I'm happy right now, because I'm dealing with another positive person. This is the kind of person I am. I don't go around and look to tear things or people down. Okay, I just don't do that. Even if I don't like content, I'm more content to just go to the next video or do something different. But I never go out of my way to be negative. I just don't do that. And the fact that I've come across a person of this magnitude, whose name is Angel, by the way, and she has no idea how I feel about just angels in general. All right. Celestial beings that are overwhelmingly positive and doing the work of God, right? I mean, how do you not like a person or entity of that magnitude? So I have to just beat my drum, as you put it, Angel, and just say thank you so much. Okay, food explained. All right, so Angel says, I think I'd rather eat on a schedule versus waiting until I'm on edge, or I eat out of gas, just personally because I get so cranky, dizzy, and tired when I get too hungry. I am not overweight though, and never have been. I generally do not eat unless I am hungry, which is good, but I don't have to be on absolute empty to replenish. Food choices and exercise seem more important and work best for me to maintain health and energy versus when I eat. All right. Love the perspective. And, for me, it was simple. It's like, that technique that I was talking about in that video was for people who I would say, like-minded individuals, people who, like myself, kind of have this fluctuating thing when it comes to my weight, stuff like that, but obviously if you're somebody who is not like, doesn't already have a belly and all that, I wouldn't suggest it by any means. And I think you said the magic word, you only eat when you're hungry. And that's kind of what I struggle to do. I eat just because I'm bored and I'm just sitting in the spot. I don't have the discipline to only eat when I'm hungry. So I think that says that. And I'm going to edit my comment a little bit. You said it perfectly. You only eat when you're hungry. That's all that matters. I love it. Angel, you are making this episode everything for me, I must say. Okay, a calm teacher is a great teacher. This is one of my favorite videos that I've dropped as of recently. I think last week I dropped it. All right, 100%, because if you're always at 10, people stop taking you seriously. It's akin to the little boy who cried wolf. When you're calm and only raise alarm or get to 9 or 10, when it's truly serious and warranted, they are going to pay more attention when it's most important. I have to agree. So there's a thing or a saying out there. It's people listen more closely when you say less. And I think that's what Angel might be alluding to. And that is pretty much how I operate. At my job, a lot of people think I'm quiet. But as you can see through all the videos I drop, I do talk quite a bit. But I don't talk unless there's a need to speak. And that is something that allows my voice to be amplified when I actually speak. So I have to agree with Angel. Here we go. I agree, Angel. When you speak less, what you say is amplified. Great points. Thank you, Angel. You know what? This is becoming quite the conversation between us two, inadvertently. Okay, here we go. Never teach through disrespect. This must be okay, I was going to say this was Angel's first comment, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not exactly sure, but here we go. Nice. Love this. New sub. Thanks for the helpful info. Absolutely. So this seems like this might be Angel's first comment. And this is the ground zero of all the things that I've grown to love about Angel. Angel, thank you for your support. You have no idea how much this encourages me. Now, if Angel is a teacher, then she is an amazing teacher. I'll tell you why, because she pumps and radiates positivity, and I'm not even her student. And I feel like coming to Angel's class, okay? I feel like coming to her class, and I feel like this teacher's going to build me up. She's going to help my spirits and make me feel like a sense of confidence. And I think that says a lot. Angel, thank you for your support. You have no idea how much this encourages me. Thank you so much, Angel. I feel like I can only go down from here. Like, I see a new comment of someone I've never seen. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't even glanced at it, but I'm not sure it's going to be positive. Somebody already looked at it. All right, here we go. All right. It says, don't eat anything. Why should I role play a African? See, there you go. There you go. There it is. Wow, weird. That's such a world assumption. Looks like I catch the saucy little white bread. All right, so this is the kind of stuff that, you know what? I'm actually not going to do what I want to do, which is to report the comments, stuff like that. I'm going to actually respond. Here we go. No response needed. I think who you are shows. There you go. No true. I'm going to say no real response. No real response needed. I think who you are shows is showing. All right. I'm going to just leave it at that. You know, I'm going to try to promise that I will never delete or how should I say, never report a comment. I'm going to have the courage to stand up to disrespect or people that's trolling and stuff like that. I'm going to try my best. And I'm going to tell you why, because I think that that's a part of being a teacher. You're going to have students who come in with alternative objectives, who are coming in to destroy the positivity in their environment. And I want to show you how I deal with it. You know, I'm going to treat some of these people as if they're just like kids or students. All right. I'm going to also say thanks, Angel, for commenting on my behalf. All right. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. And I'm going to throw likes. And we got another comment. Looks like I catched a salty little white bread. I'm going to correct. I'm going to help you out. Let me help. I like to have fun with negative people, by the way, because they're so like serious. Let me help you out a bit. Let me help you out a little bit. I can't spell either, but apparently this guy is worse at it than me. It should say something to the effect of it looks. There you go, buddy. It looks like I caught. Goodness gracious. All right. Sometimes negative people are so negative that they spend less time actually learning how to like type. Caught a salty piece. How about piece of? I got you, buddy. I'm gonna help you be negative. A salty piece of white bread. I think you have to put like a. Yeah, I think that's how you. Let me help you out a bit. There you go, friend. Now you can be negative. That's how to be negative. All right. I'm gonna hashtag this. How to be negative. All right, there you go, friend. There you go, buddy. That is how you be negative. You have to use correct grammar, or the person you're being negative to won't really understand what you're trying to say. Okay. All right. You owe me, buddy. What's your name? Test. All right. That means you're a troller. Oh, here we go. Don't eat anything. Bro was banned from footballer. All right. This seemed like another negative comment. I have no idea what you are talking about. Can I say that without, is that rude? I have no idea what you are talking about. Can you elaborate? I don't know what he's talking about. Can you elaborate? All right. I don't think I'm being rude when I ask that. I have no idea what footballer is. I'm not sure who was banned. I don't know what this person is talking about. So this is the world of being a, public or persona or on the internet. You got to deal with everybody. You don't know I don't know what this guy's talking about. Okay. What happened to Rudiger? I'm going to just simply go this route and say, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's funny. If he's trying to be rude, he's doing a really bad job at it. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, don't eat anything. I get up at 7 and don't eat until 5 p.m. after work. Feeling sick part goes away. Just working through it. Nice. Okay. All right. I like that. I don't know. I like that. Okay. I wake up at 7 and don't eat till 5 after work. Feeling sick part goes away. Just work through it. Exactly. I like this person. Exactly. That's exactly what exactly. I will say this: your body eventually adapts, and people don't really understand that. They think that they must eat food every second, every blah blah blah. No, eventually your body adapts to what your mind has challenged it to do. All right, exactly. Your body eventually adapts. Thank you for that comment. That's a really good one, I have to say. I'm actually enjoying that one. Especially after reading the last two. I have no idea what they're trying to say. How do you maintain true health this way? Energy. How is your mood not affected by those? How can we be truly effective without proper fuel? All right, so Angel was asking the question, and you know what? I think that there's a misconception about not eating. I actually feel more energized when I eat. I'm going to type that. I actually feel more energized when I eat. It's weird. I'm just going to leave it there, right? So you mean to tell me that other guy, he actually spelled things wrong and there is an active spell checker? That's weird. I actually feel more energized when he is weird. Okay, so Angel wasn't talking to me, but I just wanted to chime in and throw my 3 cents on it. Okay, the next video, don't eat anything. Seems like a lot of people had things to say about that video. Emily Fan says, try not eating for 5 days and don't drink anything too. I can't do that. Come on, Emily. I can't do that. Oh my goodness. That's a good one though. No, what's funny though? I actually do have a video in which I went 5 days without eating and I only drank water. It's a true story. And it was so fun. I documented it. And if you type into YouTube, type in, I haven't eaten in 5 days, Rick. All right. Put R-I-C-K. That's my nickname. You might find it. You might have to scroll down or try like no food for 5 days, Rick. If you search that, you might find it. Oh, wait. I did, however, go 5 days without food. Just water. I did do that. And that was a experience. Let me tell you, it was a super fun experience. I went through so many mental ups and downs that it's like it's something I'll never forget. All right, join the crowd. This is Capital. Oh, wait, the video we're talking about are all teachers quitting on January 7th. This video I thought would get a lot more like negativity. I don't even know what's coming up, but it was just a joke kind of, it was just like throwing something out there to see if anybody would bite on it. And I'm about to find out what the feedback was about that video. Here we go. All right. Join the crowd. This is capitalism. 95% of all people are not being compensated enough. You know what? I'm not going to really argue with this person. Hiko Amor, no arguments here. I don't feel like I need to argue with everybody. I just feel like you have your opinion, I have mine. And quite frankly, I kind of agree with your opinion. I think capitalism is a thing. And this is why I'm raising awareness to try to, bend things in our favor, if you will, as opposed to what other systems that will work. Yeah. Good question. Good question. I'm going to actually put that in here. Good question. What does work? Can somebody come up with a solution? Because that's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm tired of complaining about things. So I said, what can I do to fix it? And one of those answers was create a open channel where teachers can talk and discuss things that they might be feeling. Democratically controlled profit margins is what Hiko Amor says. Capitalism is a system where profit margins are controlled by anarchy. And that's how we get a world where CEOs in the top 500 company worldwide had profit margins increased 200% since COVID started. While 99% of the people on the planet are suffering in lockdowns, the world's billionaires decided on their own that it was a great time to steal even more money from profit margins. From everyone on the planet. And they did. And there was nothing to stop them because that's how capitalism works. Zero accountability. And that's why prices are now sky high everywhere from gas to groceries. Not from inflation, but greed encouraged by and supported by capitalism. Wow. I could keep reading, but I think I get where Hiko Amor is going. Thank you for the amazing breakdown. I really appreciate when people take time out of their lives to, share their perspective. And I don't think that any one group or one person is right. I think it's about people understanding that there's more perspectives out there than the one that you have. And when we can respect each other's perspective, I think that's humanity at its greatest, right? So I don't have anything negative to say about that, Hiko Amor. I think that you are making some great points, and I can understand where you're coming from. Okay. I replied earlier. Hiko Amor is replying directly to Angel. I replied earlier, but it seems it was deleted. The answer is democratically controlled profit margins. The problem is that capitalism is anarchy. Okay, so I'm not sure if it was deleted, but I will just throw another like on it. Not sure if it was deleted, but like I said the first time, great points. All right, so no, I'm not going to delete any comments unless it's like borderline ridiculous. I'm going to try to respect everyone's opinion and viewpoint, even people who are trolling and stuff like that. It's cool. I mean, whatever, dude. If that's what you spend your time doing, who am I to judge? Do what makes you happy. All right, this video is generating even more response. All teachers quitting on January 7th, 2025. It was a joke, folks. Don't do it unless you really want to. We can start a revolution, for crying out loud. It's all about money. What about the kids? I love this response because he's thinking about the kids. I love this response. But what about us? I mean, that's it. It's like we have gotten so accustomed to worrying about everyone else, the kids, all these different procedures. But what about us? What about our needs? I think that's something. I'm 32 and I've been hearing that all my life. The only money that's been involved when that sentence has brought up is the money. Hold on. Am I reading that wrong, or is it just written a little differently? Hold on. I'm 32 and I've been hearing that all my life. The only money that's been involved when that sentence has brought up is the money that they're going to take away from education and teachers. So sit your A word down and shut up like you should have done in school, Helen. Lovejoy. You know what? Exactly. All right. Exactly. What about us? Exactly. It's like, no, when I made that post, it wasn't to say that, kids shouldn't receive this or shouldn't receive that. It was saying, as teachers, we're always second fiddle. They're always taking money from us, giving it somewhere else. They're giving money to everybody but us. But we're the ones, helping and teaching and sacrificing. What about us, man? What about us? That's what I'm asking, The kids already don't want to be there, let alone listen to a teacher instruct lessons they don't want to listen to. The teachers have to put way more effort than what it's worth just to keep children's attention, let alone finish a lesson. I think that, thank you for the comment. I do, however, think that it's a bit general. For example, I taught 4 classes today, all of which were very fun and engaging for my students. And I'm saying that from a real space. Let me read this. Thank you for the comment. I do, however, think that it's a bit general. For example, I taught 4 classes today, all of which were very fun and engaging for my students. Of course, not everyone was ultra engaged, but about 80% of all my students seem to have fun. All right. And I mean, when I say have fun, I don't mean like playing video games. I mean having fun, learning new content. And that's the beauty of my content, my subject area. Of course, not everyone was ultra engaged, but about 80% of my students, I'm going to say, seems to have fun. But nevertheless, I do want to say I respect your viewpoint and I appreciate you leaving a comment on my video. I certainly do appreciate that without question. All right, sure. All right. Can I laugh at that without coming across as, I'm just going to laugh, dude. All right, it is what it is. I'm not even getting into this. I feel like I'm just stirring up trouble at this point. All right, anyway, plus kids want instant gratification as their tech devices do in their games. Teachers have to put forth so much time and energy, it is exhausting. Shouldn't we be compensated for so much energy? Shouldn't we be compensated for all our efforts. I mean, we have to now compete with video games. I mean, come on. All right, shouldn't we be compensated for all of our efforts? I'm not sure if I spelled that right. I don't feel like proofreading. I'm sorry. All right, but because this video is going on forever, I thought it was going to be like a quick in and out, but I didn't realize that the comments were going to be so engaging, and it kind of goes back to my point initially. Like, man, it's so much going on, and I just did something, and it just throws me off because I didn't finish responding. But here we go. The economy is not strong enough to support a large influx of new labor. If you can afford to put back enough money to quit your job, you're probably making enough. I'm going to disagree. I respectfully disagree. Thanks for sharing, though. Yeah, and I think that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I respectfully disagree. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, that's it. I do have enough to, maybe I should put that in there. I feel like I'm leaving it kind of open-ended. I could retire now, but why wouldn't I retire? I mean, yes, I could stop working right now, theoretically speaking, but do I feel like I've been compensated enough in which retiring is validated or a good decision? No, I don't think so. I think that I would probably do well if I retire now. But what about everyone else? You can't just think about yourself. You have to throw out the life raft and save those individuals who might not have your gifts. Like, my gift is what I'm doing right now, but someone else might not be as courageous to stand out and say what I'm saying in this particular video. So I think on that basis, you still have to, whether or not I can retire, you still have to consider other individuals. I could retire now, but what about others? What about other teachers who can't? Perhaps I'm speaking up for them. I'm going to say as well, because I'm still talking about myself. Even though I could retire right now, that doesn't mean I can retire comfortably, And I think on that basis, I can continue this. On that basis, I stand on the point that I made. I think that the point that I made stands. I'm going to go to this video just because I think that a lot of people might want to see it now that we've spent so much time on it. Let's see what happens. Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, here we go. Every teacher in America quit. Just quit. So that means you have quite a few months to just stockpile money because we're going to quit. This kid, I am proposing a strike. All right, on January 7th, 2025, every teacher in America quit. Just quit. So that means you have quite a few months to just stockpile money because we're going to quit unilaterally around the world. We're just going to quit because they're not properly compensating us. All right, and when we do that, they'll be forced to pay us. I'm gonna tell you why they don't have to do that right now. Is because you have a strike at one school. We're not working as a collective. I'm joking, of course. I'm joking. I think because I said I'm joking, I don't really have to defend this point too strongly because I do acknowledge that it's kind of a joke, not to be taken too seriously. But I guess to some extent, I still stand on the points I made, and I'm not necessarily shying away from those points. I want to go to health review. Hold on tight. This could be some of the negative stuff. Nothing in there today. All right. Perhaps next time we'll have some fun in there. All right. Next, I would like to let's go to Instagram because I just want to point out that on Instagram, there's like no comments. All right. In comparison to what's happening on YouTube, 19 posts, 0 followers. And I'm hoping that changes over time, but nothing here. So there you go. As far as comment episode is concerned, live reading, nothing to read. All right, we're going to go now to TikTok. TikTok is actually a really interesting, platform in which my videos are doing pretty good, but not a lot of engagement in the realm of comments. So this is what I have so far. Like the little song, nobody grows in comfort. We all grow in rain. I love this. I love this because it is so true. Thank you for the comment. All right, I love positive people, man. And then, I appreciate it. All right, I love this because it is so true. Thank you for the comment. Man, let me see something here. This is Daylight Wednesday who says that. All right, Jamie Hutchings Schmidt says, what planet do you live on that you think I have money to stockpile. All right. I live on planet Earth. And to answer your second question, I never, how do I say this respectfully? I never mentioned this person. So she says, what planet do I live on? I live on planet Earth. And then she asks, for you to think I have money to stockpile. How do I say I don't know who you are to even answer that question? I don't know who you are to answer your second question. All right, I don't know if that's too literal. Like, I live on planet Earth. Furthermore, I don't know who you are to answer your second question. All right, I think that's all I got for you. I'm sorry. I know that I could have went more in depth, but the fact of the matter is I don't really know who you are to know whether you have money to stockpile or not. So I felt like that was a mute question. And the best I can do is be very literal. I do that all the time with my students when they're trying to be smart or sassy or trying to be whatever they want to call it. For me, I'm just going to keep it very literal. I don't know. I live on planet Earth. I think that's obvious. And then as far as how much money you have, how would I know that? I don't know who you are. All right. That is all that I have. This is a fun episode. I did not think I would enjoy this so much. I'm going to post this and I'm just going to hold on tight. And if you want to be a part of the second wave or the second live reading, you know what you got to do. Leave comments and engage. All right. You see what I do. I go the extra mile. I do things that nobody else does. And I do the same thing in my classroom. I think outside the box. All right. So if nothing else, I am done. I am exhausted. This is way more than I thought it was going to be, but I love you all. I appreciate you for supporting my mission, my YouTube channel, my podcast. Check the descriptions area for ways to support and connect. And it's been good. I'll see you on the next one, y'all. Be safe.